one thing that I will conclude with, we appreciate a message, and we would appreciate a message that maybe could be directed to our community, especially those, and you did actually allude to this, but maybe now it's like maybe it's a summary slash a message to those who really don't feel like, you know what, my voice is going to make a difference. And let's be honest, a lot of people come from that background that, you know what, elections are bought. It doesn't matter if I go out, even if my voice is counted, it's nothing. What is the one thing that you would, or a message that you would to send to these people that feel they are insignificant?
What you described is exactly what the war machine wants you to believe. That is exactly what AIPAC would like you to believe. It is what, the Democratic Party with its billionaire funders would like you to believe, that resistance is futile, you don't count. But the reality is your point of view opposing this genocide and the endless war machine, which is endangering all of us and impoverishing us, all of us around the world, including right here in this country, using up half of our congressional discretionary dollars. In fact, that's what they want you to believe. They want you to think that you need to be hopeless, because if you're hopeless, you will be powerless. But in fact, our power is our vote. In a democracy, that's our vote. The system is quite corrupt, so it requires inordinate effort to fight back. But we have a very powerful movement now, which has been forged in the face of genocide. There is no more powerful a time for us to be overthrowing this corrupt and violent system than right now. If we don't do that, we are inviting this system to continue on its merry way. And we're all in the target hairs of this system, ultimately, in many ways that I don't think we need to go into right now. But there are so many points of failure right now in this system. If we do not stand up, we know what our trajectory is, and we're not long for this world, whether you're looking at, escalation towards nuclear conflict in several areas around the world, an economy that does not support working people, housing, half of Americans right now are within a paycheck or two of losing their housing, our healthcare emergencies, et cetera, the fact of debt. We have become a terminally dysfunctional society, or to look at climate change also, which is just, spinning out of control. So there are many ways right now that the current system has designed for us all to go down with the ship. So unless you're comfortable with that, unless you're okay about, a slow genocide, engulfing us all and our children in particular, as a medical doctor, and I don't know, Dr. Chekima, are you a medical doctor? Are you
PhD.
PhD? Okay, all right. Well, I'm sure you have your own version of this, but certainly in the healthcare field, we see people who are confronted by mortality all the time, and I'm sure you do, just within your mosque and your own, religious circles. We see people who are confronted by terminal threats to themselves or their family. And when you're actually facing that, invariably people are going to want to embrace life and, find solutions that support our lives, our families' lives, our communities' lives. We always do. Right now, it's a couple steps away from us. The genocide is a couple steps away, but it is coming towards us, through many means, whether it's the abuses of empire or it's the cost of empire on everything else. But we're all being, we're all going into the meat grinder right now, at various speeds, and this is completely unacceptable. So, it's really important that we stand up. We reject this propaganda of powerlessness. We assert the power that we have. We have the numbers, we have the solutions, we have the values of the American people. We can do this. And the key thing is to flick the switch in your own brain from powerless to powerful. Because once we have the courage of our convictions, we become unstoppable together. We can actually do this even in this election We could win this election, but whether we win the office or we win the day by advancing our political power for an America and a world that works for all of us, this is within our reach if we deem to make it so.
Thank you so much. Indeed, powerful ending for our interview. I really enjoyed it. Very educational, very insightful, and very empowering because it's all about the power. It's all about our voices. Thank you, Dr. Jill. One day, maybe sooner than we think. We might be calling you President, Dr. Jill. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Definitely the community really, really appreciates, all this. And best of luck.